We're going to make the ultimate tart of lovely ricotta cheese, roasted sweet red onions with this lovely jammy texture, with some buttered spinach with some fresh nutmeg. To make the tartlet, what we're going to use is the salad spinner, the ultimate frying pan, the roaster tin and the cheese bags. The ingredients are fresh puff pastry that's been rolled out already. We've got some baby spinach, we've got some fennel seed, some fresh nutmeg, red currant jelly, red onions to make the lovely caramelised sticky onions, some eggs, cream to make the custard. We've also got some red wine and a little bit of fresh thyme, which we're going to add to it as we go. First and foremost, what we do is take the puff pastry, it's already been rolled out, we line the roaster tin with it, cover it in some cling film and lentils and bake it blind. Once it's baked blind for about 20 minutes, half an hour, lift the pastry out and you'll get this lovely pastry case, lovely and golden brown and crispy. That's the actual pastry case ready for the layers of the cheese. We're then going to do the onions, a pan on nice and hot, take the red onions and split them in half, and instead of cutting them into small dice, we're actually going to follow the onion round, all the way around, and end up with some slices of onions, nice shredded red onions. When we get to a certain level with the onion, let the onion drop flat, and again, just finish the onion off. So this is red onion, sweet. Again, follow the onion round, shred the onions, like so. So that's your red onion shredded. They're going to go into a pan with a touch of olive oil, nice and hot. Onions are going to go in. And we're going to fry these onions nice and crispy. Onions in, get a little bit of heat into that now, and at this stage add some fennel seed, and this just gives a little bit of aniseed flavour with the onions. Cook these, mix, nice and crispy, turn the heat up. To make the custard, eggs in a bowl, take a whisk, and grate your nutmeg. Grate your nutmeg into your eggs, like so. Just a little bit in there, nice. Like so. That's your nutmeg. Grate your eggs, give that a mix. Keep your eye on the onions, we want them lovely and caramelised and sweet. Give them a mix. The fennel seeds coming through lovely. To the eggs, add your cream. Some fresh milled pepper, a little bit of salt, and then take some time, rip that, and again, just shred this into bits into your custard. Give that a mix all together and leave that to infuse all those flavours. Back to your onions, they're just starting to go slightly golden. We can see a little bit of caramelisation in here now. What we need to do is add some liquid to this. So a little bit of red wine. Let that simmer away. And then add to it your red currant jelly. And this goes gooey and marmalade. Really delicious with the cheese. Mix that together and just let that simmer away nicely. Spinach has been washed. Give it a good mix. Get rid of all the excess water in there. We want it nice and dry. We're going to cook half and we're going to leave some raw. Take your spinach and layer it onto your bottom of your tartlet. Okay, give that then a good season. The onions, just keep your eye on them, let them mix. The pan will take the heat and will absolutely just caramelise these down. Look at this, absolutely. The fennel's there coming through lovely. Now, give the custard a mix again. I've done some red onions earlier on and they'll cook for about 20 minutes. These have cooked and you can see they go lovely and sticky like this onion marmalade. What I want to do is layer half of the marmalade over the top of the spinach. And just spread this around. So you've got the layer of the spinach, the layer of the onions, just like this. push that in and push it down. Okay, now back to the onions. You can see lovely and sweet, and they're changing colour now, really delicious bright red. Leave them to just carry on cooking in the heat. Pan on, again, the ultimate frying pan, back on high heat, and just a touch of olive oil in the pan. Nice and hot. Take the rest of the spinach that's dry now out of the salad shaker, and in that goes just oil and the spinach. Pepper, high heat. So we've got raw spinach and cooked spinach. Salt in. Take the tongs and mix your spinach. Take seconds. A little bit of nutmeg into your fresh spinach now. So you've got spinach with the nutmeg there. Give that a mix and you can see literally minutes and it just wilts down. What I want to do then is take the wilted spinach and layer that over the top of the onions. And again, you can do this in advance. Just wilt it down. It takes seconds. I've got some more here. Just give that a mix. Sprinkle that over the top. And use your tongs just to break that up a bit. Then take the rest of your onions, and you can see they've gone all sticky and soft now. And again, sprinkle your onions over the top. So it's a layer of raw spinach, a layer of cooked red onions, a layer of spinach that's been cooked, and then some more cooked onions on top. You've got this lovely, beautiful colours. And then just pour the juice that's left over the top. Take the ricotta cheese, take it out of your cheese bag, and these are great because it really does store your cheese. They're sealable, reusable, brilliant. Take your cheese and just sprinkle your cheese on top. And what will happen is, once this starts to bake, the sweetness of the onion and the spinach will work through the cheese. Just smooth the cheese over, pack it down, covering any holes like that. Now, ricotta cheese needs plenty of salt, plenty of seasoning. So some pepper, some sea salt, and then take your custard and pour your custard over the top. And the thyme's infused, the nutmeg's infused. That goes into a hot oven, will cook for 40 minutes, and we'll see what it's like. And this is one that's been cooked for 40 minutes, and you can see the cheese then spreads down and softens into the onions. Pastry's nice and crisp, spinach has come through, a little bit of onions has come through there, beautiful tart. To finish it, we take some mixed salad leaves and some fresh coriander and just give plenty sprinkling over the top. So again, you've got coriander, good flavours, you've got some little beetroot shoots here. You can use some Lolo Rosso, you can use curly endive, you can use some rocket. It's entirely up to you what you want. It is a great cold salad, or hot if you want it. Don't put the lettuce on if it's hot. We're going to serve it cold with some crusty bread. Then take a good slug olive oil, and there you have lovely tartlet, cheese, sweet red onions, beautiful nutmeg spinach. No greater dish to eat and enjoy, great with a glass of red wine. So there you have it. Clean Easy really does have a great range of products, making life easier.